The kingdom of Aurealis was built beneath a sky where stars never shone. Every night, the heavens were black and empty. People called it the cursed sky. They said the stars had been stolen centuries ago. Only a prophecy remained: one child will awaken the heavens. In the city of Luthmere, a girl named Elira lived. She was 15, quiet, and often overlooked. Her hair was silver white though she was young. People whispered she was touched by moonlight. Elira didn't believe it. She worked at a candle shop with her uncle. Her life was ordinary. Until the night she saw a star. Just one, faint, trembling above the dark sky. She gasped aloud. No one else saw it. She tried to tell her uncle. He shook his head. Dreams, child. Just dreams. But it wasn't. The star returned the next night. And the next. Each time, it grew brighter. And Elira felt stronger. She began hearing whispers in the wind. A voice calling her name. One evening, the voice said, "Seek the forgotten tower." She trembled. Where? The wind answered, "Beyond the Iron Hills." Elira made her choice. She packed food, water, and a small lantern. She left a note for her uncle. Then she slipped into the night. The road was long and empty. Shadows moved among the trees. Wolves howled in the distance. Elira kept walking. The star above guided her. On the second night, she met a boy. He sat by a dying fire. His clothes were ragged. His eyes sharp as steel. "Who are you?" she asked. "A thief," he said bluntly. She hesitated. "Will you steal from me?" He smirked. "Only if you let me starve." She shared her bread. He shared his fire. "Name's Daran," he said. "Elira," she replied. From then on, they traveled together. Daran teased her often. "Chasing stars? You're mad." Elira ignored him. Yet he never left her side. Days passed. The Iron Hills rose in the distance. But danger rose too. Bandits attacked one night. Daran fought with a stolen blade. Elira lit her lantern. To her shock, the flame burst like a star. The bandits fled, blinded. Daran stared at her. "What are you?" Elira whispered, "I don't know." The star above pulsed brighter. The hills were cruel to climb. Wind slashed at their faces. Stones cut their hands. But they kept moving. On the seventh night, they found the tower. It was broken, leaning, forgotten. Vines wrapped its stones. The air around it hummed. Elira shivered. "This is it." Daran frowned. "Doesn't look special." She stepped forward. The ground glowed under her feet. The tower door creaked open. Inside, darkness reigned. Stairs spiraled upward. They climbed together. At the top, they found a mirror. Its frame shimmered with starlight. Elira gasped. "It's beautiful." Daran touched it. His reflection sneered. Suddenly, his shadow stepped out. A dark copy, blade drawn. Elira screamed. The shadow lunged. Daran fought desperately. Steel clashed against steel. Elira's lantern glowed. She lifted it high. Light poured into the mirror. The shadow howled. It dissolved into smoke. Daran fell to his knees. What was that? Elira whispered, "A test." The mirror pulsed. Stars flickered faintly inside it. "Touch it," the wind urged. Elira placed her hand on the glass. It was warm. Light surged through her veins. She cried out. The sky outside the tower burst open. Thousands of stars returned. The heavens blazed with silver fire. Darren shielded his eyes. Elira wept with joy. The curse was broken. The world was no longer dark. But the light brought danger. Shadows stirred far away. Forgotten monsters awakened. The earth groaned with old power. Darren grabbed her arm. "What have you done?" Elira trembled. "I brought back the stars. And everything that hunts them," he muttered. She swallowed fear. "Then we'll fight." They left the tower. Villages rejoiced beneath starlight. Children pointed at the sky. Old men cried. Bells rang in celebration. People called Elira a savior. She shook her head. Not savior. Just Elira. But word spread fast. Kings and queens heard of her. Priests declared her chosen. Armies marched to seek her. Some to honor. Some to capture. Some to kill. Darren warned her. "You've started a storm." Elira clenched her fists. "Then we'll face it." Soon soldiers found them. Banners flew crimson and gold. "The star-bearer must kneel," they shouted. Darren raised his blade. Elira raised her lantern. Light flared like dawn. Soldiers stumbled back. But more kept coming. They fought through forests, across rivers, over burning fields. Always hunted. Always together. Elira grew stronger each day. She learned to call starlight. It healed wounds. It burned shadows. It gave hope. Darren protected her fiercely. His blade never faltered. His loyalty never wavered. "Why do you stay?" she asked once. He grinned. "Because you're the only light I've got." Her heart ached at his words. But she said nothing. Not yet. Months passed. The world changed. Crops flourished beneath starlight. Seas calmed. Forests bloomed. But darkness gathered too. In the far north, a figure awoke. Cloaked in night. Crowned with shadows. Eyes burning like coals. The Night King. He had slept while the stars were gone. Now he hungered. "Find the girl," he commanded. His armies of wraiths marched south. Elira dreamed of him. His voice whispered in her sleep. "Little star-bearer, you cannot hide." She woke screaming. Darren held her close. "We'll kill him," he vowed. She nodded, though fear lingered. They traveled north, through snow and storm, past ruined cities, into endless winter. At last, they saw his fortress, black as obsidian, towering above frozen cliffs. Shadows swarmed its walls. Elira tightened her grip on the lantern. "This ends tonight." Darren drew his sword. Together, they stormed the gates. Wraiths screamed and fell. Starlight burned them to ash. Steel cut through their ranks. At last, they reached the throne. The Night King waited. His voice was thunder. "Child of stars, bow to me." Elira lifted her lantern. "Never." He rose, towering, terrible. Darkness flooded the hall. Darren fought shadows. Elira faced the king. He struck with night. She answered with light. Their powers clashed, shaking the earth. The fortress trembled. Ice shattered. Fire burst. The heavens screamed. Elira fell to her knees. Too strong, she gasped. Daran staggered to her side. Take my strength. He pressed his hand to hers. Starlight flared brighter than ever. Together, they rose. The lantern became a sun. Light swallowed the throne. The Night King screamed. His crown melted. His form dissolved. Shadows fled into nothingness. Stars blazed brighter than ever. Elira and Daran stood victorious. And the kingdom of forgotten stars was forgotten no more.